Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is about War on Van Life, and we're going to go through this in a minute. I hope you've checked out my other videos. We did a road trip around Wales. There's still another part coming, I just haven't edited it yet. Yeah, them videos are mainly just for me and family to look back on in 10 years really, so it don't really matter if people watch them or not. It's just a little bit of entertainment and memories, which I think more people should do really on YouTube. But none of that. We'll get on with what we're on about today, and that is War on Van Life and Rotherham, Mark off Rotherham's organising a protest. I'm not too sure on the dates of the protest or when it's going to be happening. I'm not really. Boom! There we go. Right, so if you can hear me, I'm pretty sure you can. Right, so we have the War on Van Life. So as you can see here, this is Rotherham. I like Rotherham. He's probably my favourite YouTuber because he just says it how it is, and if people don't like it, you don't like it, and that's it. And he don't really care neither. So that's why I like watching his channel. So War on Van Life. There's a few other channels who've done this as well. So for people who go camping regular in your van and like to go places all over the country, it's getting banned. If you go to Rotherham, he's done a lot more in depth than I have, but so has some other channels as well. I'm not sure if these channels know each other at all, which is it'd be good if they did know each other, and if they actually spoke to each other, it'd be a lot easier to organise a protest, which Mark is trying to do. So as you can see here, War on Van Life. Is it corruption? Of course it's corruption. We all know councils are corrupt. Come on. None lost souls. They also did a video. Who's killing Van Life? I recommend you watch that. They're down Cornwall and it's just been absolutely overrun with vans. And is it one man and his whippet? There we are. He's also done a video. I have to apologise to him because I've not watched his latest videos because I've only got so many hours in a day. Where is it? There. What's happening? No overnight parking. I'm pretty sure there's some other people who've done videos too on this subject. So these are relatively small channels, you could say. I mean, it's not that small really. I didn't realise he had that many subscribers. But you know, compared to some out there, I mean, let's go on vanlife, oh, UK. Let's go on vanlife UK because this is what we're targeting video at, the UK. I mean, look, straight away you get those happy days up. I don't know how many subs they've got. I'm tipping a lot. Yeah, 215k. So, I mean, they have done, actually, this thing as well with Van Life, which is good to see, because they're a big account. Which, I mean, I wish they wouldn't put Van Life is dead, but hey-ho, it's still getting message across. Which is a good thing, but I think people are, a lot of other big accounts, I think you're just wasting your time with them because they're just more interested in clickbait. I think people miss the point of what YouTube's really about. YouTube's actually about home video and people doing home vlogs and stuff like that. And the realism, I think people are getting all mixed up in this. Go on, what is it now? They're not giving any small channels any time whatsoever just to watch the videos. They just get bored instantly. It's this TikTok brain, which, you know, you need to give smaller channels a bit of a break and watch some of the videos. I'm not saying all the videos are going to be good. I mean, most of mine are probably pretty boring to some people. But this I'm going off track. So, van life in the UK is basically going to get banned. So all your nice places where you want to go, you're not going to be able to go anymore. They've already done it at Scarborough. Personally, I never went to Scarborough. Well, it's not that far away from me really, and I still didn't go in my van. So they're going to do it in Peak District, definitely, 100%. And the old road, I can't remember what it's called now, Castleton. That's going to go, definitely. Just give me a second. These videos are annoying to edit. Boom, there we go again. Sorry, I need a drink of tea and to compose myself. Camera, I did that. Oh, there we go. That's it. So yeah, if people don't do anything, then we're literally just gonna get banned off banned. And I dare say it'll go from, they'll ban it, and then they'll ban self-build campers, which they're already making it harder and harder for self-build campers, you know, to get it through past as an actual camper van. We all know they're making it harder. And then it'll get to a point where you're not allowed a kitchen in a van or a bed in a van. You know, it'll be a £300 fine and 6 points or something stupid just because you've got a mattress in your van, just to stop it. Now the massive $1 million question is, why? Why? Why are they all of a sudden trying to stop everybody? Control, money, greed, power. What is it? What is the massive deal? Because if you go like through this ban, it's because I think they've said van fires, they've said blocking views on promenades, something else, some crap. People no parking, they're too big for parking or something. And most people in these areas don't seem that bothered about camper vans. In fact, it's better for them because they're getting an income. They're getting an income from it. So why are they trying to kill their own tourism? Why would they do that? You know, that's like a supermarket banning its people from parking in its car park. Makes no sense. I'm not even parked outside my own house here. I'm parked halfway down the street because I can't park this vehicle in front of my house because of people who don't live on my street park in front of my house. So do I complain to, if I complain to my council, beloved Rotherham Council, that people park outside my house who don't live here, guess what my council will do? That's correct, nothing, because they're not interested. But but someone parks on a promenade somewhere in front of a rich person's house, all of a sudden they can't deal with it, you know. Oh yeah, but that's because that rich person doesn't actually live in that area. It's actually his holiday home. And when he comes to his holiday home every summer, he don't want to see camper vans outside. But he bought a house. He bought a holiday home. So he's essentially a tourist who's bought a house there, so the local people can't buy the houses no more because they can't afford them because they've pushed price up. Similar to Sandbanks, what happened with that guy who came in and sold an house for £1 million or something, and it raised all prices right high in Sandbanks, so then locals couldn't afford to buy anything anymore, and they all got pushed out. Capitalism. Yeah, I mean, yeah, all right. They're legally allowed to do that. That's fine. And if most people watching this video would probably do the same, to be honest. I remember 10 years ago, if I ever won lottery, I said that I'd buy an house on a coast. So that means I'm guilty of that too. I mean, probably now I wouldn't, but hey ho. I've learnt a lot of things in 10 years. I'm pretty sure we all have. So let's get down to the mirror display. No signal. Let's get down to the protest. I'm not actually too sure when the protest is going to be. That's the thing. So I can't really do all about that. Only thing I could do is probably put a short on with some dates. I think they're wanting the protest at Morecambe. And I think more people need to know about it. Don't have to be a protest where everyone gets all angry and smashes hotels up. But I can see the point of view with that. But we can. It's almost like a peaceful camp out. Everyone just show up and show that how many people actually enjoy English seasides, and to show councils that you can't just ban something. You can't just. They don't own the land. No one owns land. I mean, a lot of people now are going to be really offended and upset that I said that. But you don't. You don't own land. You just don't. You can't own land. Who's to say it's yours? You can. You don't even own your own car, by the way. You're the registered keeper. It's not yours. So it's the same with your house. You don't own that. But you've got to go this the right way, because if you don't, then you upset a lot of people, and that's not what the intention is. Don't want to be upsetting loads of people. We want to work with people to get the job done. Essentially, stop van life from being banned. In fact, I think they want to encourage it. I don't understand what the massive problem is. Encourage van life. More people to seasides and get English tourism more business. I can't see a massive problem with that. They need to probably open more airs for people in vans. Let's be honest, there's a lot of weekend warriors. I'm a weekend warrior, and it'd be nice just to drop into an air and maybe have a charge up and empty a few things and pay. I don't mind paying, there's nothing wrong with that. What people are saying is you should be on a campsite. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I agree. But you can't be on a campsite if it's winter when they're shut. Most of the campsites are shut for winter. When we went through Wales, most of them were closed. Luckily, we got on a couple that were open. I'm pretty sure that shops and businesses in these areas want business through the winter as well as the summer. So either open campsites or just build some airs. Now the campsite owners are complaining that they're losing business because give me 1 second. They're losing business because of the NC 500, because people are just stopping in car parks and what have you. But how can you lose business if you're not open? Yeah, I was thinking that as well. So, boom, here we are again. What's it now? Google. NC 500. Campsites losing money. It needs to be scrapped. Cry locals. The blast failed in C500. The Scottish Sun. Accurate piece of information. Here we go. I think this is the article, innit? No surprise it needs scrapped. Cry locals as the blast councils failed 40 charge on NC500 motorhomes. Camping charge outrage. Right. The Highlands Council motorhome parking scheme flopped. Not actually seen this, to be fair. So we're getting sidetracked. Well, we're not, but I think people are forgetting that, yeah, people like to tour the NC 500, but not everyone's a van lifer. Not everybody wants to just stay outside the road. And there'll be people out there in caravans. You can't just hitch, well, some people do, but you can't just hitch a caravan outside the road. It's not that easy. And sleep in it. What? So, I mean, they're doing Bristol, obviously. But if you're touring, you're going to want a campsite. So people in caravans are going to go to campsites. So in the summer, they're still going to get trade. I don't know what they're still going to get trade. People are still going to go. And this is another thing I wanted to show people and try and get my message across, is there are more places than the NC 500 and Cornwall. England is quite a big island. We don't have to go to all the popular places. That's why this problem is occurring, because people are sandwiching themselves into these places and causing a lot of bother for locals. There are other campsites, there are other places to go in your van. People need to, where I live in Rotherham, yeah, alright, it's not the most spectacular place in the world, but a radius of 50 miles around me, I've got Lincolnshire, North Lincolnshire, I've got North Yorkshire, I've got Peak District to east, North Yorkshire Dales, I mean North Pennines is a bit far away, like, but there's loads of places. You don't have to just go to one place all the time. I look at people's Instagrams and Snapchat stories, and they're at Mantor in Peak District not every weekend, but more like bank holiday. And I think, dude, there's seriously more places to go. Do you not do any research whatsoever? We went to a campsite. I made a video. We did a live actually last week. Went to a campsite called Pond Farm Camping and Caravanning. £15 a night, and it was brilliant. It was good. It was a real nice place. It was good. And there were loads of laybys, loads of places you could park a van if you didn't want to pay for a campsite. And we saw nobody. No one at all. It was barren, there was no one there. And there's plenty of canal walks and pubs and boozers and whatever else you want and restaurants around them areas, if that's what you're concerned about. But no one there. You know, do your research, find places, find different places. This place here I've got on monitor. I'll put a better photo up for it. Pardon me, so you can see it. But that place there is 3 miles away from my home. So sometimes I think, do I really need to go that far to find peace, essentially? The car park to where that place is, which I'm not telling anyone because tripods will appear everywhere. Well, they probably won't, but there's no signs. I could go there tonight and park up and chill out. I could close door on van. I've got not much light bleed. I could spend night there and be completely at peace. Well, that's if someone tried nicking my van while I'm sleeping in back of it. Yeah, and I don't see any vans in that car park whatsoever. There's bins as well. Yeah, and there's a nice woodland walk. There must be thousands of these around the country. There's got to be. If there's that one, there's got to be more. I do know another one, but it's got an height barrier, so I can't get in there. My van, I'd have to do a limbo to get in. I'll take an angle grinder and cut it off, because really, why is there a height barrier anyway? What happens if you only got a van for your transport? That means you can't go in, which I think is ridiculous. I think it would stop Japos or something, or other people, rubbish removal men just dumping stuff, but if they're going to dump it, they're just going to dump it aside of the road. So that's that out of window. Yeah, what we need is some of these. We need some of these bigger accounts, and if any bigger accounts are. There we go. If some of these bigger accounts are watching my little Pox channel, you need to take heed, because while you're indulging the van life and doing all these clickbaity titles, well, your overnight van life is going to come to an abrupt end because they're going to ban it. And fortunately for your guys, because by looks of it, you're all rich kids. Not them all, but a lot of them. Or you've come into money, which is fine, just don't make out that you're not, when we know you are. When you can visibly see you are. When people who watch aren't stupid, well, a lot of them must be, because you get a lot of views. But don't get me wrong, there is some good YouTubers out there. There's some that I do like watching, that are, real. They need to start making videos about this. They need to get on top of this. They've got a lot of influence, and they're not using it right way, if you ask me. They're too busy making videos about driving to the corner shop and them having no spuds and being completely offended by it. Or some shit. Or it's over for them again. But yeah, this video is basically about we need to do something before it's too late, because then it'll be banned. No overnight parking. You'll end up getting moved on. You'll end up getting a ticket or a fine. But the main thing I want to hear is the comments. I need to hear what you think. Because personally, what a lot of these YouTubers fail is the subscribers are what make them famous and what make them big and what earn them the money on monetization. And if you don't look after your subscribers, then what's point? What are you doing it for? Personally, for me, it's for people's opinions. I want to hear people's opinions. I want to hear what they think, because every single subscriber to me is someone with an opinion, someone who, your voice should be heard, even if it's a negative one. You still got an opinion. We're allowed, for now, to have one. So let it go. See what you think. If you agree with a gentle protest, or not, or to go more a legal side route of things. I've just typed in vanlife UK end. So let's see all these YouTubers who it's the end of van life for them. But they're still doing it. Yeah. Yeah, you guys need to do something more than this. Definitely. I think he's an American. Not too, yeah, because you were talking about a bear attacking his van or something. Van life sucks. I bet you're still doing it though. Game over. Yeah, boiling point, yeah. Fair enough. So, basically I want to, there's one more thing I'm going to mention before I go. Is, like with van life, and why you do it. Oh crap, what did I just do? Well, some people, have been pushed into van life for reasons, homelessness, divorce, mental breakdowns. So the van life for them is just a necessary, which is pretty, I don't want to see anyone pushed into it like that, because it can't be a nice place to be. Some people decide to go into it, and some people are rich and go into it, which is fine. But then some people go into it who are rich and pretend that they're not rich. And then there's YouTubers who are just obsessed with monetization. You've got to have a lot of subscribers to get any decent amount of money from it anyway. And van life's not exactly the biggest topic in the world. So it's a pretty niche bottleneck type of thing anyway. But some people do really well. The van builds and stuff, and adventures, dilemmas, all sorts, which all adds up. But as a collective, everyone needs to get on this, or there ain't going to be a van life. There ain't going to be any park ups, because it's all just going to get destroyed and gone, and that's another freedom gone. I know people will still do it. They have to. Like I said, some people are in vans not by choice, and they'll have to do it, and they'll have to do it secretly. So there we are. Let me know what you think, if you've watched it this far. Because we're doing, everybody's got TikTok brain, don't we? They can't watch a video unless it's got a bird with big boobs in it, or some guy running around with a microphone, a bit like me talking shite. great. I'll see you in the next video. Just comment and let me know what you think. See you later.